Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Popa Alexandru-Constantin from PAC Music&Tech, and today I'm going to unbox and review the Lenovo ThinkPad 8 Enhanced Edition. Yes, you heard that right, this is the quite rare on the market 20BN0035 UK version, which has a lot of internal improvements over the model you usually see in reviews online, but more on that after the unboxing. As you might have already figured out, the packaging for this tablet resembles the packaging you usually see on Lenovo laptops, but we do have to keep in mind that this tablet is intended for the business market. First thing we get inside of the box is some cardboard intended to keep the tablet in its place during transport. Then we get a safety, warranty and setup guide. We do get a startup guide for Windows 8.1, as this tablet ships with the Pro version of the operating system. Then we have the quite bulky charger and USB cable. The charger is rated at 5 volts 2 amps. Finally, we have the tablet, which I'm holding upside down here, wrapped in some protective plastic. My first impression of the tablet is that it feels like a very premium product with its metallic back that does however pick up fingerprints quite easily, especially in this shot because it was still cold from the weather outside. Taking a look at the device, the front is dominated by an 8.3-inch IPS panel with a resolution of 1920 by 1200, which produces crisp, vibrant images with very good viewing angles, as I will demonstrate later on. The metal back is painted in a matte dark finish with a set of stereo speakers and a 3.5mm headphone jack at the bottom and an 8-megapixel camera with flash and the ThinkPad logo at the top. The dot on the eye lights up red. The housing of the top is made out of plastic for better signal reception, as this tablet supports MicroSim cards for data. On the right side of the tablet we have the power button and volume controls, which are quite hard to press and do take some time to get used to, and the micro USB 3.0 port for charging and data transfer. You can also use a regular micro USB cable with it if you wish. The left side houses a micro HDMI port, a micro SD card slot and the MicroSim card slot for data connectivity. This tablet is powered by an Intel Atom Z3795 quad-core processor with a clock speed of 1.6 GHz and a max turbo speed of 2.4 GHz. The processor is backed up by 4 GB of DDR3 RAM, and the internal storage consists of 128 GB of eMMC storage. Windows 8.1 Pro comes pre-installed on the tablet, but I upgraded to Windows 10 as the tablet prompts you to do that after the initial setup. As you can see, the colors on this display look gorgeous, the brightness is good and the viewing angles are wide thanks to the IPS technology used here. The brightness level can be dialed from very low to medium to high. Performance in tablet mode is smooth and snappy, and changing through modern UI apps is fast and responsive, as you could expect from this processor and 4 GB of RAM. Switching over to desktop mode, we get a full Windows desktop experience on an 8.3-inch touch-based device, which might be a good thing or a bad thing depending on who you ask. Modern apps now work in windowed mode in desktop mode, which does make more sense. For those of you worrying about scaling issues on the screen size, with 200% scaling, I believe all elements in Windows are large enough and do not cause any major problem while navigating in desktop mode. However, I still believe that Microsoft hasn't yet managed to optimize its OS to suit such devices. As you can see, icons are large enough to facilitate easy navigation, though as I said, it still isn't the best experience out there. In terms of browser speed and performance, loading up theverge.com here takes a little time to load, as it is quite a heavy website, but as soon as it's done, zooming and scrolling around is very smooth and I have found no problems while browsing the internet on this tablet. In terms of video playback, this tablet has no problem streaming 4K video content from YouTube, as you can see. The images are very sharp and full of contrast, but the sound is weak and teeny with no bass whatsoever. Multitasking while streaming 4K video is also no problem for this tablet, as you can see here. Going through different tabs is smooth and everything loads fast except for my tapping accuracy. Gaming on this tablet is going to be restricted to old titles and Windows Store games such as Asphalt 8, as the Intel Atom processors still don't offer the performance you would need for more demanding titles. The gameplay is smooth as expected and the beautiful screen does help with the overall experience. Too bad the sound doesn't. Overall, this is a solid Windows tablet with a premium construction and powerful hardware. But even though it ticks in almost all departments, the Windows experience on small tablets still has a lot to go until it reaches its competition, mainly iOS and Android. But if that is not an impediment to you, you'll be pleased to hear that this tablet can be found, even though not so easily, at around 270 euros or 290 American dollars on online shops now. I've been Popa Alexandru-Constantin of BAC Music&Tech. Please give a thumbs up and leave a comment down below if you have any questions. Also, don't forget to subscribe, as I have more content coming up for you. You can find the written version of this review in the link down below. Until next time, love music, love tech.